I need to warn you guys about something real quick before we even get started with this story. I found a video on this woman's social media. The family's not going to be real happy about the fact of how I'm going to correlate this to just us as a community making bad dating decisions and how that can impact our life and our children's lives. But I want these stories to stand as messages so we can see how to change the red flags, get better, save our kids, save yourself, and save yourself from dealing with fools like this that should have never gotten an opportunity. Let me give you guys the fair usage, and then we'll go, not the fair usage, but the warning about my channel if you've never been here before. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I didn't give out my source last time on the other video, but it's okay. My source for this story is abc13.com, so thank you for the article. Sometimes I get a little caught up because I get excited talking about this stuff, because I promise y'all, I don't hate the victims. I'm not victim shaming, but what I am saying is that if you learn to recognize signs, that maybe you would love yourself and your kids enough to make a better decision. So the food that you guys see on my screen, Harris County, Texas is taking yet another L. I was just in Harris County this past weekend. A day after a woman was shot to death in front of her children, her kids, so it don't sound like these kids belong to him. And it don't sound like he gave a damn about her or them kids. This man shot a woman to death in front of her kids in Northwest Harris County. Authorities said that the suspect in the case has turned himself in. Otherwise, it was probably going to be a big old manhunt. But those are kids right there and the mother. All these kids, where's the father? Where's the stability? We're going to talk about a lot of things that might upset you. The man, the boyfriend, the thug, hashtag when you date thugs, you date death. Can somebody type that in the chat for me if y'all can hear the sound of my voice? Hashtag when you date thugs, you date death. How long have I been saying this? And every day we have somebody waking up dead because they didn't heed to my warnings. I know Houston, Texas, of all places, has definitely seen some of my videos, but they don't care. They want to keep doing things their own way. Don't matter. That's fine. Then you make your bed, you lay in it. The thug's name on the right-hand side of the screen is Howard Devon, or Devon, D-E-V-O-N, Ruffin, 39 years old, is currently charged with murder in the killing of 32-year-old Jacqueline Wilson. It didn't say it here, but you guys saw it on the screen right there. I'm glad it actually popped up. In loving memory of Jacqueline Wilson. Court documents revealed the victim is Jacqueline Wilson. Okay, there it is. The Houston Police Department said that the woman was shot at about 8 a.m. on Wednesday at the Willow Green Apartments near 249 and FM 1960. Police responded to the scene where they found the victim with multiple gunshot wounds. First of all, we have moved so far from domestic violence when you're talking about these men aren't beating up women, and I'm not saying either one should be done because they never should. But they've gone further than physically assaulting women, and now they're just flat out just trying to end their lives. Remember what I told y'all about these thug pythons? You have them in the house, and next thing you know, they'd wrap themselves around your neck and suffocate you to death because that's what they do in their nature. The same way that I talk about taking your kids to the thug zoo. Well, this time the thug lion ended up mauling the mother who wanted to keep a thug lion that was mad about whatever the hell he was mad about. At 8 a.m., and I want y'all to think about this. What do y'all think that this man did for a living? That he wasn't at a job on a Wednesday at 8 a.m. like most normal adults are? 8 o'clock in the morning. What do y'all think he did for a living? 8 o'clock in the morning and you out shooting people. Eyewitness News spoke to two women who said that they were flagged down by one of the victim's sons, one of the kids. We were like, hey, you all missed the bus, the witness recalled. Her little 6-year-old was like, I know, but he shot my mom. Upon hearing that, the woman said they sprang into action, but unfortunately the woman succumbed to her injuries. HPD said further investigation and evidence from the scene, as well as witness statements, led them to Ruffin, who they said is the victim's thug boyfriend. I said thug, but the victim's boyfriend. Drugs and thugs. I like that. Thank you. If y'all got some more hashtags, type them in the chat. We got a new one. Drugs and thugs. What's some of the other ones we got? We got thug pythons, live by the thug, die by the thug, hashtag stupid is the stupid thugs, hashtag when you date thugs, you date death, hashtag hood hoes, love hood dick. What else do we got? We got some other ones here. Hashtag TTO, TTT. Just saying. Hours after the shooting, police were told Ruffin wanted to turn himself in and speak with detectives. Ruffin has since provided a statement to detectives and was arrested and charged. He's currently being held in the Harris County Jail. Days before the shooting, a neighbor told ABC 13 she heard Ruffin threaten Wilson. The only time I heard him, and I want to say it was within the last week, is when he said, okay, bitch, I'm gonna kill you, the neighbor recalled. So he said, okay, I'm going to kill you, and then he got an opportunity to do that. You want to know how to get out or to avoid domestic violence laced relationships? Is to not get involved from the jump. I believe that these ladies are smart just as well as the world wants to tout them as the most educated. Black women are the most educated, and I'm not going to disagree with that. But why is it that you can say that and then make it seem like they don't know that they're dating freaking idiots? Dangerous ass people who have nothing to, like everything to, like they have, what am I trying to say? They're not law-abiding citizens. And they know this. It's not a mystery. It's not like they missed the signs. They knew. They don't care. That's what they're attracted to. And so here's the thing. When you got somebody like this fool, like so many other fools who look just like this, we know a lot of people like that dress and look like that in Texas, all across the United States of America, of all different races. It ain't just black men, but it's a lot of black men. It's definitely a lot. You like these type of men because these type of men will get invested in a woman to the point to where they will not leave that woman under any circumstances, to the point to where they become desperate and they'd be willing to do anything to keep that woman. Oh, they love that type of thug loving, right? The problem with that is when it goes bad, this is what happens to you. When you're with that thug and you're happy, he puts a smile like that on your face, or even like that. When it goes bad, it goes horribly bad for you and your kids. We are just lucky in this situation that he didn't also decide to do something to her innocent children as well. He had time to tell her and threaten her that he was going to kill her and then got a chance to do it. It's just weird. On Monday, she said Wilson tossed Ruffin's stuff out of the apartment. The day before the shooting, the neighbor spotted Wilson sitting in the dark in the parking lot in an SUV. Again, that sounds like desperation. When he looked up and saw me looking at him because I had to pass him, I just rushed away from him, she recalled. I can't explain the feeling I got, but it wasn't a good feeling. Court documents reveal Ruffin had a family violence pattern. A pattern of violence. This is what he do. 3 years ago, Ruffin was convicted in Walker County for assaulting a family member. He served 3 days behind bars. 3 days don't sound like it was long enough, but I'm pretty sure you could have looked up court records and found that out. Even if she found it out, I don't think she would have cared because he got game, he know how to dress, and that's what I'm attracted to, right? 2 years ago, he was charged in Harris County for hitting and strangling Wilson. 2 years ago. Prosecutors asked for a protective order. She never got it. Despite the warrant, he wasn't arrested. We've learned Ruffin was arrested in Western Texas, but it's unclear why. However, Maverick County officials granted him a $7,500 bond for Harris County assault charge. They labeled the charge as a misdemeanor, even though it was a felony. Harris County records show they didn't learn about the bond for 16 months. They only discovered it last week and scheduled a hearing for Thursday. We reached out to Maverick County officials to ask about the bond that was given 16 months ago, and they haven't heard back. As for the murder charge, prosecutors are asking a judge to deny bail, and I would say that's a pretty reasonable request. Let me give you guys the fair usage, and we'll take a look at the news video. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Like I said, I get that a lot of people don't like what I say or even how I say it, but just tell me when this narrative is going to stop and you stop putting if you really care about yourself and your kids, stop putting your life in danger and stop having kids without a freaking plan. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section. Let's get it.
Well, a man accused of killing a woman in front of her own children has turned himself in. Howard Ruffin, who you see right there on your screen, is now charged with murder for the shooting in Northwest Houston on Wednesday. He was supposed to face a judge today on a separate assault charge involving the same victim, identified in court documents as Jacqueline Wilson. Neighbors say Wilson and Ruffin were in a relationship.
On tonight's Breaking Bond, a 32-year-old mother of four was murdered, allegedly by her 39-year-old boyfriend, and her mother blames a Harris County judge.
The murder happened just 2 days after the accused killer walked out of jail. Fox 26's Randy Wallace joining us live from the courthouse with the latest in his ongoing series. Randy.
And let me pause that real quick. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Another reason and another way that you can avoid getting into situations like this, to my sisters, if you already have a gaggle of kids, more than 3, she had 4, maybe you should stop dating until your children are grown and out the house. Like, penis should no longer be your priority. 4 of them is enough. Yes, I'm asking for women to sacrifice their happiness in order to put their focus on their finances and their children solely. Because focusing on boyfriends, all you keep doing is continue to keep bringing random strange men around the kids that you already got, putting them in danger, and you potentially getting yourself in another position of being pregnant and having more kids that no man is going to stick around for. Like, damn.
Yeah, Ross, you know, Howard Ruffin has multiple convictions for domestic violence, but that didn't stop the 180th from granting him a $7,500 bond for allegedly assaulting a woman he's now accused of killing.
She just turned heads. She was the life of the party.
32-year-old Jacqueline Wilson had 4 children. Wednesday, October 2nd, she was shot to death at 8301 Willow Place Drive North. The gunman, police say, Howard Ruffin, her boyfriend. Denise Bibb says a homicide investigator told her about her daughter's death.
And I said, did Howard Ruffin kill my daughter?
There wasn't any doubt in your mind that Howard was involved?
No doubt in my mind.
What made you so sure?
Because my daughter has never been in a relationship that bad before.
Howard Ruffin has a lengthy criminal history.
Multiple convictions for aggravated assault, all involving dating relationships.
Out in my mind. Did Howard Ruffin kill my daughter?
Her boyfriend.
Let's hear
Denise
this
Betts
again.
says a homicide investigator told her about her daughter's death.
And I said, did Howard Ruffin kill my daughter?
There wasn't any doubt in your mind that Howard was involved.
No doubt in my mind.
What made you so sure?
Because my daughter has never been in a relationship that bad before.
Howard Ruffin has a lengthy criminal history.
Multiple convictions for aggravated assault, all involving dating relationships.
In 2022, Ruffin was charged with assaulting Jacqueline, but he wasn't arrested on the felony charge.
23, late April, he gets stopped in South Texas, Maverick County, because there's a warrant out for his arrest for the felony charge.
Ruffin posts a $7,500 bond in Maverick County. 16 months pass. Harris County has no idea Ruffin was even out on bond.
Where was he during that time? Who was supervising him? Who was making sure he was following the conditions of his bond? And what were the conditions of his bond?
September 25th, Ruffin appears in the 180th, Judge Deshaun Jones. He remains on the $7,500 bond he posted in Maverick County and walks out of jail on September 30th. 2 days later, Jacqueline is dead. Jacqueline's murder could have been prevented.
Oh, absolutely. That's just another example of counties not talking to each other, and that decision probably cost Jacqueline her life.
This could have been prevented. I could have still had my daughter. Their kids could have still had their mother.
I shouldn't be sitting here right.
And when she said that, she should have finished the statement by saying, if she had stopped dating this thug or never started dating this thug to begin with. Why is it that we can't admit that?
Now, Jacqueline should be here.
Yes. Yes. I shouldn't be burying my daughter.
She chose this man. She chose this man. Now, for the people, and this is the part that the family is probably going to get pissed off, so I want y'all to brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. This is the part where people might get mad. But I'm going to play this video to show you guys that I believe that this woman knew exactly what she had, and this is the type of behavior that was normal to her when it comes to dating a dysfunctional thug. So, warning, this is from her own page. Listen to the video. Here we go.
Baby, let me tell you something. I can't leave you alone. Beat you, man. Motherfucker. I'm never gonna leave you alone. We stuck together. You my best friend. You my best friend.
And you know what's funny? When they post these type of things and they prove me right, and she proved my point with a video that she shared with you know, like they do those remix videos, but it's expressing the sentiments and what I was saying all along. She wanted this man because this man was desperate for her. And when she was done, he wasn't going to be done. Listen at this again, and y'all tell me, was I not correct in my judgment of her based on her own video? Posted on her Facebook channel. You can delete it if you want to. I already got it. Here's what she believes. This is how a man should act with her.
Baby, let me tell you something. I can't leave you alone. Beat you, man. Motherfucker. I'm never gonna leave you alone. We stuck together. You my best friend. You my best friend. Motherfucker. I'm never gonna leave you alone. We stuck. I can't leave you alone. Beat you, man. Motherfucker. I'm never gonna leave you alone. We stuck together. You my best friend. You my best friend.
And this is the type of dysfunction that they like. This is normal. This is proven by way of her own video. So I don't want to get a single email from any family or any friends or get any threats to my life because I called this correct, and I've been calling this correct for the past 5 years on my channel. Hashtag, when you date thugs, you date death. She made her bed and she had to lay in it, and it almost cost all of her children their lives as well. I hope that this man gets a life sentence in prison, and I hope that this woman's life, at some point, I just feel like this is going to go on. It's going to get a couple views, a couple people going to share, leave some amazing comments, and then we're going to move on next week like this never happened. And people are going to continue to keep making these bad relationship choices. But I pray and hope that stories like this will go viral, and that it'll make a difference. If you was ever going to make anything go viral, make these type of lessons go viral, because it's costing people and children every single day. RIP to the mother. Keep those children in your prayers, okay? Thank you guys so much. And I think they put up a GoFundMe. I don't remember. Let me see if I have it. If I don't, you might be able to look. Yep, found the damn GoFundMe. Because, of course, she's 32 years old with no life insurance. They're asking for $10,000 in GoFundMe. Y'all can look it up. And they're trying to give her a burial. Right now, she's only collected about $3,000 out of the $10,000. So if y'all want to donate, I'm not against GoFundMe. I'm not against people posting GoFundMes, but I am pro life insurance. It's just that simple. Everybody should have life insurance. Thank you guys for listening to the story. Leave a comment. Thank you.